Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the daily market wrap for Wednesday, February the 17th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left with the market here today. So SPX, down a point. So still green here on the monthly chart. Weekly chart still just chopping around right here, but getting a little bit of a bigger range, right? So we did have a big dip buy here today, and they bought it off of the ADMA today, right? So we're still just kind of hanging on to that as we see whether or not we're going to get a wave 2 pullback or if this thing's just going to continue to grind its way up. So again, we just continue to monitor it and ride the waves where we can. So ended up having increased volume here on the SPY, which is pretty interesting here today. It felt like just so choppy today, but there were a couple moves intraday. I mean, there was a little bit of nice drop here through this turning point pivot right here for a nice down move here on the ES. We bounced off of our signal zones, right, pushing away. We kind of ground our way up here intraday. There was a little bit of a pop right here off of that TPP, and we couldn't get quite to these levels. So we're still got to get over this geometric line right here. So let's see if they can do that here into this evening. That line should be up here on the MES here too. So yeah, so let's see how it goes right here again. This is a big geometric breakout right here. That was important. This was a nice geometric level trend line breakout here intraday, right? So now this is the next big one here that we have to contend with going into tonight. Again, this was the breakdown last night and into this morning, right? So they took a little bit of fun off their pre-market, but anyway, all good. So the Qs and see how they behaved here today. So again, a big dip by there. Again, not a huge amount of strength, but a couple of the names, just kind of ground their way up into the end of the day. All right, so we'll take a look at Apple and Tesla here, and Tesla. We'll take a look at that one here in a second. We'll take a look at IWM again, a dip by on that one, a little bit of a V reversal here. Really interesting stuff with just kind of drifted up right here. Some big volume came in here on the reversal, and we kind of drifted up on the ADMA there for the rest of the day. The XLF hung in there, right? So they basically just hang on to the 15-orb high here today. A little bit of a push. Names like Bank of America gave a little bit of a move today, so that was nice. But other than that, that was the kind of the big mover there. Other than that, we've got, let's take a look at some of the names that we looked at. So Apple today, again, it gave a couple little short opportunities today, nothing major. It didn't break over a couple key levels we were looking for. It just kind of ground its way up here today. Just kind of did its thing here today. Tesla gave a couple little short opportunities, gave a nice little spike here. Right, we got a little bit, it wasn't really, true Tesla, true to its form type Tesla. There was a nice little double inside 15 that popped, pulled back to the 80, made another big pop out of that, which was nice, right? But it really didn't get like that huge Tesla, squeeze type action. But it was okay, right? Definitely rode the ADMA back up. So that was good. Other than that, a couple other movers today. We had QS. Right, so QS, we talked about this in the bubble report this morning, right? So interesting, right, that they had a big loss on earnings, chopped forever today. Give you that triangle right here, double inside 15 up off of the 15-orb high, and then the volume really started to come in, and then it just pushed into the end of the day. So that was a pretty big move there. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, PLTR, right, choppy, right, triangle, and then it would wait until the end of the day where some volume came into the downside, right? So it started getting pretty nasty there. Keep an eye on this one here, as it looks like it's working its way down on the symmetrical ABC move down, potentially the cloud. We talked about this one last night, so some nice downside follow through here off the 50-day moving average. So good stuff there. Other than that, guys, a couple of the names that are on the radar going in tomorrow. There's a little bit of earnings type stuff going on. We got FSLY, which really doesn't look like they announced earnings, but they had a bit of a miss right here on earnings. So they had good revenue, bad earnings, so it's just kind of chopping around, right? So we'll see how that goes going in tomorrow. But definitely an interesting name. Twilio, I believe, is reporting, so they're getting a little bit perky here coming into the report this evening. Baidu's supposed to report here at some point after hours, supposedly, or before the open tomorrow, so keep an eye on that one. Walmart reports before the open tomorrow, so keep an eye on that one. Costco is pretty strong today. Let's see how they go off of Walmart earnings. And then finally, Tilray earnings coming up. So this thing's been such an epic mover. Let's see what kind of move we can have off of this huge little A formation right here off of its earnings report. So anyway, guys, good stuff. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the market wrap. Until then, we'll see you guys at the live stream later at 7:30. Until then, guys, stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first and stay safe. See you soon.